think it's just the egg sac it's coming out of. It's so freaking gross and weird that it's just different enough for me to love it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for weird crap. Today we're hopping into ARK AQUATICA. I've heard terrible things, dude. I've heard more good things about Jeffrey Dahmer as a person than I have about this ARK DLC, which is crazy. Like this box in the corner, they didn't even remove the news box. They just removed the news and kept the box. Like how much longer could that have possibly taken to remove from the menu? All right, here we are. I died and respawned because I wasn't paying attention. And my body in front of me is devastating to the ambiance. My stretched out corpse is just horrifying. But either way, here we are. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, everything's immediately terrible. It's just the worst, bro. Making everything a slight green tint to symbolize aquaticism, though a bold move, was awful. It's very hard on the eyes. I feel like I'm looking at piss like 24/7. So we got the coral pick and the torch. Cool. Provides lights and some warmth. And this, a large coral pick for harvesting primarily flints. It's cool how it's made out of coral now. So it's like, I guess I'll just stop being a dick and just enjoy it. I was going to be like, ooh, water pick, dude. Sweet. Why does the campfire look different? Everything's just pissing me off today. All right, I'll just get into it. No one wants to watch a negative Nancy. We'll start our adventure by gathering some bush, much like most men did in the 70s. Am I right? Okay, so we've got some cloth boots. I like those boots. For all it's worth, this DLC may be a mess. Those are some nice looking boots that I would legitimately wear them in real life. The rest of it is just whatever. An air jar is crazy because like the map itself isn't terrible. I mean, it is terrible, but I'm being polite. It's not, I don't know, man. It's called manners, damn it. It just looks like I downloaded. Oh my god, what the fuck? What's happening right now? Am I being eaten by a giant clam? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. Wow. That was actually pretty sweet. That got me. That was cool. For all it's worth, that was the most awesome clam I've yet to see in a video game. What even? Oh! Dude, it's got like a 20-foot... All right. So the more you struggle, the more... No, it just kills you either way. But like, I gotta... Wow, I need to turn off skin pickups. I just reinstalled ARK and it's a disaster. I feel like anyone else would be genuinely pissed off that this thing can eat you from like 15 feet away. It seems just if it lunged at me, perhaps had a tongue that retracted something. But just getting me from that far away, if I had a bunch of stuff, that would piss me off. So I guess it's kind of funny though. I don't know. Okay, let's spawn somewhere else. Diversity. It's not just a river in Egypt. It just looks like one of those like crappy modded maps that you download. You're like, this might be good for a survival. I can't speak. For a survival series, and then you fly around and you're like, no, this actually kind of looks like crap. That's basically the vibes I'm getting from this. I've started more survival series than any YouTuber because I only get 5 episodes into them and then start a new one. So I've started like 500 at this point. So I've searched my fair share of modded maps. I know exactly the vibes I'm referring to. Seaweed ceiling. Oh, we're getting festive up in here. Seaweed wall. Wow. Our house is going to smell like the devil's anus, bro. That's going to be so rancid. I suppose let's just get... I want to get a raft going. I feel like the land is nowhere to appreciate around here. Because the land, even the color, everything's just awful. Like, it looks... I don't know. It's like bright, but there's, like, extreme darkness. The contrast of extreme darkness and extreme brightness all around me is just... I hate it. I hate it stuff. Plus, I feel like it's, like, a water-based map, so we should head out to the ocean. What do we have over here? I saw a photo of these. I don't know what they do. They're a lot fatter than I thought they'd be. The head to size ratio is just preposterous is what it is. All right, little buddy, what are you looking for? Ugh, what the hell did I pick up? Worms. I figured he'd like worms because it's like new, he's new. That makes sense. That's crazy, though. All right, sweet. We've got worms. I don't like his colors. I'm just being negative now, bro. Other people are way more negative in their videos. I just don't think, I don't know. There's so much negativity in the world. Sometimes it's okay to be whimsical and just enjoy crap like a mindless idiot. It's just, this is kind of making it difficult for me. Usually I'm really good at it. This is shit. Earthworms. Okay, so that's, I knew it wasn't poop. Now I'm just being immature. All right, so let's gather up a bunch of these. I mean, it's probably a good protein source, right? It'd be logical to assume such things. Small soil dweller that can be found in mud piles can be eaten and used for fishing. I imagine fishing is a pretty large aspect of this as well. All right, let's head out to the ocean with our little buddy. I'm going to name him Crisco because we were going to get Crisco into this, but I didn't think I'd do an actual full survival series of it, so now we're just planning other videos instead. So, plus the server kept breaking. Like, this does not work with mods. Like, there's actually a whole bunch of stuff going on, but... Oh my god, this one's freaking huge! This one looks rather carnivorous. Like, it's... Oh, it is freaking passive. A male tick-tick-tick-to-lick. Yeah, it's... What is it covering its eyes for, bro? That's so awkward. It's covering its eyes and shaking its ass. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Yo, this brings me back to those old school dino mods. You know what I mean? Like, when... Which were in the legitimate game files as well. Like, that was never even added by somebody. Like, it was abandoned along the... What is happening? Why is it covering its eyes and shaking its butt? What is the thought process here? We'll come back to this in a second. You've made me so awkward. Damn. I restarted the game to fix a few things like resource gathering and passive taming, and my little buddy disappeared. That was the only thing good I had going for me, and it was still honestly pretty terrible. Got ourselves our first freaking coral pick. Some nice primitive cloth hats from an ocean-bound people, and some sea shit. Pretty awesome right there. I like how the hat's got shells on it, so you know it's from an aquatic people. That's the details that make this worth big money right here. All right, let's just get some levels so we can get freaking out to ocean with some basic stuff, because we're slumping it right now. Hatchet, spear, campfire, and then we'll just save... we may need air. Oxygenates the surrounding water when used, but is also a bit heavy. How the hell is that heavy? Not even gonna get it. How's the air jar heavy? Ready to judge. Oh, it is kind of corally. You know what I mean? There's like shells in there. It's not terrible. The lack of pixels on it is terrible. Like, the lack of detail is terrible. But I get the vibes they're going for. What is it, like a squanch made up into a perfect spear? I get it. The lack of detail on it's atrocious. But now I feel like I'm just hating to hate. But it's like, what is Wildcard even doing anymore? This is awful, dude. This is terrible. How did this even make it into this game? Oh my god. I'm assuming we're probably going to want to go a lot into oxygen, right? Like, it just makes sense. Call me crazy, but an ocean-based map, I feel like air is going to be pretty important. Although we just have air jars. But nevertheless, like, the whole map's basically the ocean, right? That's why the land sucks so bad. The majority of it's down here. Honestly, very underwhelming. This is like my first time actually seeing the ocean, and it looks like crap. But it is ARK. It's like ARK Survival Evolved, not Ascended. It's going to look like crap, but then it's like, why are they doing it then? There are narwhals, so that's pretty freaking sweet. Hammerhead sharks over there. I'm getting like Atlas vibes, but like a lot less epic than Atlas, which Atlas wasn't very great to begin with, but at least you can make ships with your buddies and that kind of thing. Whereas it's like all the pain of Atlas without the fun of ship making, which was also kind of a pain in the ass. So let me just cook some meat by my weird crystal magical fire thing, whatever the hell is going on over there. Not gonna lie to you guys right now, this shirt makes me a little uncomfortable. This aquatic shirt that we have for armor makes me feel like an actual sea slut. Like, it's like, why does it have to go down my left shoulder? It's got a whole nipple exposed right there, bro. How's this like tactically beneficial? I just don't understand. I get you know, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like a whore. No, that basically is how I describe it. Obviously, people who dress like this aren't whores. People could dress however they want. Me personally, though, I like to walk around with my nips covered up. Call me crazy. I guess if a guy does it, I'd more think he's just a giant cornball, because odds are he's not a whore, because no one actually wants to be intimate with him. But a cornball, nevertheless, isn't like that good. It's just a volcano erupting. Good God, man. All right, the volcano erupting's pretty sweet, but not gonna give you points for that. That'd be a lot cooler back in the day. And making me scream like a woman actually isn't that difficult either, so... Dude, I've been building a house and one of these turtles finally walked out of the water. You mean this is what the hell has been swimming around me the whole time? It hasn't been an actual... I thought it was one of Garuga's turtles. And this thing has the face of a penis. It's actually a freaking horrifying. How would that even work with eating? Use fish-filled basket or dipping net in the last item slot to tame. That implies that I want this abomination to be my friend. And there's frogs on the beach? Looks like some kind of dick dragon. I don't know. I'm trying not to focus too much on genitalia because it's a YouTube, it's disgusting. But they know what the hell they made. Okay, so I've made this little shanty pad, right? It does occur to me I made it out of thatch. I was trying to get in like the ocean festive mood, you know what I mean? So I made it out of seaweed. And then literally it's like the thatch version. So it's a giant thatch house. It's actually really stupid. But the textures in here, god awful. Just like the worst. And look, we have everything on epic. Like there's no reason it should. I think this is literally just what it looks like, which is absolutely repulsive. Okay, so here's the dipping nets. Net with a handle rod used to tame fish, and then the dipping net. So there's two bits to the dipping net. An unattached net for dipping into the catch fish, or for dipping net to catch fish. It's all nonsense one way or another. I lied. I kind of do want this weird abomination. I was just acting tough for you guys, so in case I wasn't able to get it. We also did upgrade to like furthermore Atlantean armor, which ultimately is a lot less slutty. I'll give them that, except for this like I don't know what they're going for here. I feel like the point of armor was to cover up your skin necessarily. Is anyone else getting this texture issue though? Because I did want to bring that up. I've restarted the game multiple times. Does this just actually look this terrible? Like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's looking pretty awful. Okay, so we've acquired the dipping nets, which is a weird thing to even call that, dude. I've never seen a net used for catching fish referred to as a dipping net. I'm convinced that the developers have never caught a fish. What is this motion? When I click, it just puts my ass to sleep. What just happened? Dude, I never made a bed. I made a full house and everything, and I forgot to make a freaking bed. Unbelievable. Does it just drain your stamina like no other when you do that? We're not even losing health. Is that because of our sweet aquaticisms? Well, now we're losing oxygen. Okay, thank God. Woof, that was silly. So it does. Look at the amount of torpor you get when you just click it once. Is this just the most exhausting thing? I can't believe it just happened again, dude. I thought I was like further enough out the water too to not be submerged once it happened. This is really bad. Like we have full energy, right? And then I guess it really doesn't use that much. It sneaks up on you and there's no real animation for it. So you just keep spamming it. And then before you know it, all your energy is gone and you're just decimated, bro. No, it happened again. I just don't get it, dude. It's so stupid, bro. Oh my God. This game's got me feeling so stupid for not actively checking my stamina the whole time. But if you hold it down, it quick drains the hell out of it. Look how quick your stamina goes, dude. I held it down for a second. Oh my God, bro. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with this freaking fishing rod. Okay, I absolutely need to equip the dipping net onto the net onto the thing. That makes me feel stupid, obviously. I didn't know I was going to be constructing a but it looks like the net is like there. See, it was there for a second. That's what's confusing me. Is like the mesh does appear. I thought the net was already on it, but now it's just a circle ring. Super weird and annoying, bro. At least this fish is awesome. It's like an ancient Chinese dragonfish. Looks like Mushu from Mulan, that movie where that dude was pissed off that chick wasn't actually a twink the whole time. All right, so that seems like a pretty obvious way to get fish scales. Why does it auto grab him when I kill him? It was cool the first time, but now it's starting to piss me off. let me make my own damn decisions. This DLC is on thin ice. Any slight annoyance, and my estrogen is going to overpower my testosterone. Look at the size of this fish, goddamn. Well, that was pretty cool. Who doesn't enjoy a nice big fish? Okay, we can make the net now. By the way, if this doesn't actually attach and doesn't actually do what I think it does, then I'm gonna be super pissed off. I hate everything. What do you mean the freaking dipping net doesn't go onto the dipping net? They have the same name. How do they not unattached net for dipping net to catch fish? Okay, but now we have one loaded in. Okay, so the net is ammunition for the dipping thing, which makes no goddamn sense. Doesn't whatever, bro. You win. And now you just hit the goddamn fish with it? Okay, no. All right. And now you spilled in the fishing nets. Isn't this magical? And now we have a net with a fish, I'm assuming. Yes, okay. Wow, that whole process was so much simpler than I thought. It's just because it was nonsense, bro. Oh, sweet narwhal. Swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, with bubbles emitting from its ass, which is farts. Do they not know that tails don't like produce oxygen? Maybe this thing does. Whoa, hammerhead shark. That looks directly from Atlas now that I pay attention. It's the volcano. Got me again, goddammit. Hang on. Little fishy. Oh, it's just the damn it. Dude was beelining right at me. I will carry this little bastard to shore. Ironic, isn't it? You start out seaman, you end up a seaman. The circle of life. This fish is mighty impressive right here. The hell's that over yonder? Hold up. I see some kind of serpent. Some great serpent beast has docked the water. I can hear it crawling along. Just drop the damn fit. No, we do need it. He is of dire importance for the revolution. What are you, just an iguanodon? Making sure he's not some weird dick-faced iguanodon. Seems to be the theme around here. Where'd he go? Oh, it's a freaking Bronto tail. Dude, I'm the dumbest bastard. I legitimately don't want one of these. Don't want one of these. And we lost our little buddy too, I realized also. But I would pay to not have this. Play hide and seek. It wants to play hide and seek. Is that why it was covering its eyes before? I didn't read it. I thought I was taming it. That was the last thing I thought was happening. That's so stupid. Oh my God, that's so stupid. Ooh, they drop lots of fish scales too. Good. Because I hate them. The confusion I keep getting from this DLC is looking like stupidity. It's like, wow, Riot, you didn't know that you have to play hide and seek with those dinosaurs? It's like, no, or those amphibians? Like, no, I had no damn idea that's what I had to do. Because that's not a thing. What's great about farming these things is when you start beating them, they just close their eyes and try and zone out from the moment like a child of domestic violence, which actually sounds pretty dark now that I think about it. But in this situation, it just reflects frustration of developers giving us stuff that just makes no sense and is generally very stupid. Like an aquatic creature, an amphibian that tames with hide and seek, which doesn't even make any goddamn sense. I have no idea what taming is on the server because, I don't know, this freaking DLC kept breaking Crisco's servers like crazy. So I'm doing it on single player. And I didn't necessarily check. 2 dipping nets? I used 2 dipping nets on 1 fish? Oh, I hate this game so much, bro. I can't believe that just happened. You know how expensive those things are? Not that expensive, but early game, kind of a minor pain in the ass. This dude's not even getting in the net. What's the whirlwind going on down there? That's actually incredible. Hang on. We have this, like, increased movement speed due to our aquatic clothes, which I'm going to utilize to see what the crap... Wee! That's pretty cool, I guess. Honestly, I just remembered this was in, like, Atlas, though. So now it's, like, kind of... This is pretty... Is it just meant to be fun? I don't know the general... Oh, and then it's, like, dissipating. That's actually kind of cool right there. Underwater spouts. It'd make a lot more sense on top of the water, but it would probably cost developers... Oh, my camera shut off! I was being snooty, and my dumb ass didn't even notice the camera was off. I think we legitimately need at least 2 nets to catch a fish. Yep, now that thing's broken. All right, fantastic. All right, with our filled dipping net, let's go head on over to a possible companion. Jesus Christ, that's insane. Are you passive also? You look extremely passive. Oh, you can just ride these. Sweets. And then it just eats fish to freaking tame. Wow, I could have been doing this the whole time instead of taming the dick face thing. Spearfish, consume fish, release fish. Not a lot of fish around here, bro. My options are dwindling. Is it specifically fish that they eat? I think it is. Whoop! All right, we impaled it, so now consume the fish and taming 33%. Wow, that's actually remarkable. How easy that is. It's just nice. The last thing I'm gonna do in this is freaking... That's so cool because he impales him on his horn. Like, that's... I hate to seem impressed over something so simple, but it's actually kind of a cool mechanic. All right, so got ourselves a narwhal. I tamed the most flamboyantly colorful one around here. Straight up ally, dog. He is beautiful. I'm gonna name him Dickface, but I'm not gonna type that in because I don't want to get demonetized. Back in the day, you used to be able to name stuff whatever, bro. Fascista. What's weighing us down? Oh, the tremendous amount of nothing? Where's that pervy turtle? I want to tame it. I want to see at least how much one fish gets it. Because if that thing sucks and I have to spend the whole time just freaking bagging fish, I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. All right, buddy. What level are you? He's definitely exhaling farts from many parts of his body. All right, sweet. One more fish and we got our buddy right here. Pretty low level, but everything's generally low level around here. His freaking mods were breaking. Oh, there's like Atlantis beneath me. 2, 1, bam. All right, sweet. Of course, you need a saddle, you turd. Okay, let's just get you on the shore so you're safe. I like how a lot of stuff around here is generally very easy to tame. Which is good, because the last thing although I suppose that's just like the easy shore stuff. I'm sure it's going to get a lot harder. There's like sea monsters and stuff. Wow, repulsive. But like, it's the beady red evil eyes. I don't know, dude. This is actually just kind of rough. Those eyeballs are rough around the edges, dude. They don't even move, just lifeless. Okay, that should be enough. Freaking metal. All right, let's take this weird shaped turtle thing down to the depths of the seas. I do like the constant volcano eruptions. It is very nice, but that's about it. All right, buddy. About time to set you free into the ocean. It's crazy how fast this thing's moving. Ew, its face is so ridiculous. Okay, now I feel like a turd because they literally do resemble that one specific turtle. Like, now that I'm not being a pessimist douche, I can kind of see, I can see it making sense now. Now that I'm not just looking for negativity in every little way, it does make sense. Dude, this ocean is so freaking big, and we are out of stamina. I should have fed you. The ocean looks really bad in this. Like, it looks so bare and vacant. There's just no, like, gross. There's just no, like, ripples. Like, it's just infinite blank forever. I guess the lava over there does seem pretty freaking cool. But, I don't know. I just got really used to the ascended ocean. I forgot what this ocean looks like. Wow, it really does just go on forever down here, doesn't it? But it's just taking me past layers of eels and anglers. Ah! Shit! I should have known, bro. They were sneaking behind you so effectively. And this is my life now, as my creature has no stamina. Okay, there we go. Cheese it, buddy. Ridiculous, man. I hate eels so much. They build up on you like freaking crazy. Oh, good. We have so many eels to swim past on our way back up to the surface. God, the oceans in this game just make no sense, bro. It's just infinite randomness swimming around. Just chaos. It's one big freaking gulag you gotta just swim through. The stamina on this thing is awful. It's very important that your first experience with the ocean in this DLC is a beautiful one, because this is where you're gonna spend the majority of your time. Unfortunately, that's not how it went down. Okay, so there's the infect area. Place infected materials with a barnacle to create infectious barnacles. Right? Because for some reason, you definitely want infectious barnacles. Freaking aquarium, an advanced fuel that can power machinery even when underwater. I think gasoline actually does that, just fine, to be honest. Place the hydrosphere underwater to generate an air bubble, or position it above water to form a water bubble. What? You can form a water bubble above air, or an air bubble above or below water? That's absolutely mind-boggling. Kibble mash used to craft fresh fish-based kibbles. It's disgusting. The sawfish sword. Now that's a gangster piece of machinery right there. Absolute 50 freaking ingots. That better be a good one. Well, it's a sawtooth sword, so it's got to be good, right? Even though it's made from metal. A metal sawtooth sword? Oh, you do eventually graduate into pearl structures, though, which is quite the gangster thing, to be honest. Freaking, oh my god. Oh, just 20 pearls for a pearl. I thought it was 200. I can't speak anymore, bro. I'm just kind of amazed that the next, like, wave of freaking structures is pearl. That's gonna look like straight up Atlantis. Are there only herbivores on the island? I actually haven't seen anything other than I'll play hide and seek with you, but I'm not happy about it. And it's counting, right? I'll finally do it. I'm done being a pessimist dick. All right, I'll just play freaking hide and seek with the creature. There's no way it's gonna find me in here, though, right? It's like, okay, it's got, how did this creature count? The genius required to do such a thing. All right, there's no way he's gonna find us in here. This should be an instantaneous. Well, now I'm kind of having fun with it. Hang on. Now I'm playing hide and seek with a cool creature. Well, not a cool creature in any way, shape, or form, but a thing nevertheless. All right, so now it's looking for us. Seeking. Right, if it doesn't find us for 30 seconds, then we tame it. Damn it. My inner whimsy's coming out, and this actually is generally whimsical, playing hide and seek with a beach creature to tame it. Okay, 5 seconds, and we just won hide and seek. Pretty cool. Found. What? Now you found me? Put taming food in last time. Damn it! Oh god. Oh god. Want some worms? Shit. This is awkward. Look at him, just hungry. He freaking was so excited to get some food after hide and seek. Oh, I'm the worst person ever. Well, now I feel terrible. There can be no witnesses. Damn, dude, you trusted me in everything. That's crazy. Okay, so let's craft up this sword. I was just watching Syntax video on this while I waited and did nothing, and he seems to agree on many things, dude. I was actually gonna do like a whole video on this, and it's kind of atrocious though. Like it's really bad. Like I would absolutely rather play just about anything else. Even this freaking, look at this sword. It looks awful, dude. People post YouTube videos where they design better stuff than this in like 1 hour challenges, and they just do it for fun. So like a full dev team. Look at this. I was so excited for the bone sword, dude. It was like 50 metal. Oh, the sawfish sword. Either way, dude. Like sawfish bone sword. I assumed it was made out of some sort of calcium rich. Either way, dude. It's just, it looks kind of crappy. Really disappointing. How's it against dodos? Oh, that's fine. Okay, well, we got our bed set up, sort of awkwardly placed in the middle of the room, but it's actually a pretty nice setup. Dude, it's weird. The freaking the kelp never loaded in. Does it just look like this forever? Literally on max settings, I've reopened the game, closed it multiple times, just trying to see if any freaking pixels are ever gonna load in. Is this? It sort of happened. Oh my god! If I just stay in third person though, it kind of looks like seaweed. Dude, that is just the worst. I do admit making a house out of seaweed is pretty gangster in that sense, but I feel like I should get you some fish meat, buddy. I think it's just weird because it's such a massive backstep from ARK Survival Ascended, like back to Evolve, that new DLC for this. Plus, it's obviously made by that other company hired by Snail Games to like go around Wildcard's back or whatever. It's just weird how crappy it all looks. I even hate the damn eating sounds on this thing. Everything's just the worst. This game is a miscarriage to justice in the pregnancy waiting room of video games. Bars. What the hell is this? It looks so cool and mystical once you're still affected by like the tint of the upper ocean atmosphere, but once you like that, it looks so beautiful down there. But then you do this and it's just the worst. Oh god damn it! I swam right into him. I was like so focused on the spire in front of me, I tunnel visioned the hell out of that just now. Such a very rich sea life, bro. This does not look like an enjoyable swimming experience though. No matter what, it looks terrible. You're never gonna come down here for a peaceful swim. It's just like a mass spawn of bad guys all over the place. It's actually the worst. I keep focusing on it way too much. I gotta stop doing that. It's just like one of those things where it's like the longer you look, the worse it gets. Look at the spire. It's just covered in megalodons and stuff. One of them's noticed us. One of them's in alpha as well. Like, look at all these turtles. What do you think is gonna swim down here and tame? Maybe I just have spawns too high. I don't though, bro. There was like barely any creatures on land. Unless it's single player settings and I don't really affect anything. It's like standard default stuff. Because who the hell's gonna come down here and tame one of these creatures with like this whole over spawn? This is like hell, dude. This is what hell looks like. There's no chance of having a nice happy moment down here whatsoever. Oh, can you imagine grinding this out for hours and hours and then just like living in this world? Oh gosh, that's terrible, dude. It just gets worse and worse the deeper you go. We're about to run out of oxygen. I do have a bed up there. I'm not too worried about it, nor am I worried about this creature. That was very easy to tame. Plus, there's also just the lack of emotional connection because I genuinely don't really want to continue this whatsoever. It's actually pretty terrible. Merfish. Oh, that's just those bunk-ass, like... It's one of those seahorses from that popular mod. They look sweet, but it's like... It's not... It's from a mod. I think they just adapted it, but like something or other. And then, of course, as you go deeper and deeper into areas of the map left unseen, you find sea monsters as well. Oh my god, look how terrible this cave is. I'm gonna die any second now. Oh, not for two reasons, but it's just like, my god, look at this cave, dude. This sucks ass. Oh my god. I wouldn't trust Godzilla in these caves, dude. This is such an overspawning. Horrible. Just the worst. Me and my creature are about to die together though, so it's like a captain going down with his ship. Yeah, you know what? I'm usually pretty easy to freaking lure in. I could like just like turn my brain off and enjoy some whimsical nonsense. I even had fun in Atlas, bro. Like I didn't know we hated Atlas till I saw everyone else's videos on it. But this is just ass, dude. Look at this freaking thing in front of me. It hasn't even loaded in textures. And it's not my computer. I like post like perfect ASA videos. It's on epic settings once again. It's just everything just kind of looks terrible and is terrible. Okay, so now we're just flying around checking out the DLC because why not? Yeah, I think I just flew out of the freaking map. I'm now flying into existence. It gets crazy down here, bro. See, if this would have been accessible some like Davy Jones nonsense down here? I'm just assuming. I definitely, yeah, okay, there's nothing here anymore. You could literally fly out of the map without dying. That's never happened to me in any ARK Survival Evolved game before. Like, usually if you go beyond the force field, it just kills you. Which is weird, bro. Even the freaking, like, game limitations suck. I've always wanted to be able to do that, but now that I'm able to do it, I'm not happy about it. Piece of crap. It's this. Usually you can't bypass this, or you die. That's so weird, bro. This, for real, looks like the ugliest crap. This looks like the worst modded map. Like, oh my god, look at these spawns, dude. I know I've just been swimming around in this forever, but it's just so bad. Oh my god. Okay, here we have the final boss. I'm pretty sure, I think it is. It's like one of them. If so, I'm pretty darn sure this is the final creature. I hate to say it, but it's really cool, dude. I feel like they put all the money into the final boss, which is weird. They should have been able to just have a good DLC. It's still a horrible piece of crap, but just as it stands, this thing is disgusting, bro. Like, the egg sac emitting from the back of it just reminds me of a Queen Xeno. Like, the egg sac they you know. It's awful. I definitely don't like it in the way like these, but also kind of love it. It's a very weird relationship I'm having with this thing. The blue veins and the goo that just kind of melt it to the freaking surface. Just the way it just looks like it's not really a part of the egg sac. Like, it's kind of just coming out of there. It's horrific. His face is pretty cool too. It's got like a whole mouth with like teeth on both sides and tentacles and all that. I think it's just the egg sac it's coming out of. It's so freaking gross and weird that it's just different enough for me to love it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for weird crap. Either way, though, as far as ARK things go, this is actually pretty sweet. And I know there's like one or two sea creatures in here that aren't actually terrible. I just wanted to see the freaking final boss to see if it was... I'm just being redundant now. Through all the awfulness I've seen in the past couple hours, though, this is actually not terrible. I was expecting something way worse, so I don't know. I give this whole DLC like a D+, a C-. Okay, now I'm just taking a look at some of the creatures before we end this, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm super happy I did this, because holy crap are they underwhelming. Like this, I had high hopes for a giant crustacean that you could tame. It does come with a saddle, but I force tamed it, so it doesn't need one, but it's like, it doesn't actually have any sound effects, which is just heartbreaking, dude. The left click is like the little claw and the right click is the right claw, and then there's this emote which does look kind of cool, but I don't know, you just think it would have some freaking sounds or something. This though is kind of cool. It's really stupid and absolutely would never really come in handy in any situation, but just being able to tame a giant crustacean, I don't know, it's just so weird and different. It's something you'd expect of some like water tribe in some Avatar-esque worlds, except for they'd be like soulless. They'd be like bottom feeders, just monsters really, but still. And then over here we have my biggest disappointment thus far. Okay, so this is the, what do you call it, buddy? The Duckosaurus. This thing had such potential to be something cool because it is a giant sea monster with a platform saddle. It's like completely different than anything we're used to, while also being actually dead similar. It just looks like a giant aquatic Gila monster, but the lack of detail in its face and these like just drawn on eyes, I don't know, dude. It's so underwhelming for me. I don't know what I was hoping for this. It's just, it looks like a mod that was thrown together by someone without much experience. Like, there's mods now that are so much better than this. It's just such a step down in quality. It's insane. It's literally just a reskin Moza, but the reskin is just terrible. So it's also doesn't even have any cool other things to look forward to in any way, shape, or form. This is basically the epitome. Damn, the volcano got me again. That's crazy. It's like these freaking hammerhead sharks, but usually like a hammerhead shark, I could get so easily excited about a good hammerhead shark. Such a sweet species. But these dudes, I'm pretty sure, are just reskinned right out of Atlas, which would make sense because that's still in like they're in their catalog, the models from that game. Or it's not even reskinned and it's just directly from Atlas. Either way, these like slow, fat, bulbous freaking hammerhead sharks are just the worst. At this point, I'm just being negative, bro. It's sometimes you get to just do it. I gotta go play some freaking Outlast Trials after this just to wash the taste of this out of my mouth. I'm so happy I didn't do a legitimate giant survival series around this. If this would have been what I was working for, dude, that would have sucked so bad. The boss fight would have been pretty cool, but I just, my heart would not be in it. You know what I mean? Just genuinely doesn't sound actually fun to do. Either way though, man, this is it. My first couple hours surviving in it and then spawning stuff in after to get a look at... Either way though, this is it. Surviving in it for a couple hours for the experience and then spawning stuff in at the end just to see what wonders it entails. This is actually still pretty cool. I stand by that. The rest is terrible. But yes, leave a like, subscribe for more nonsense, and I'll see you next time.